The Judgment Infrastructure Podcast, Season 1, Why System Beat Talent, Episode 4, The Fragilities of Superstar Culture, Why Organizations that Depends on Genius Eventually Break. Welcome back to the Judgment Infrastructure Podcast. Across the previous episode, a pattern has emerged. In episode 1, we examine the talent myth, the belief that success comes primarily from exceptional individuals. In episode 2, we explore capability architecture, how organizations convert knowledge into systems. In episode 3, we look at replication machine, the infrastructure that allow company to scale without losing quality. Today, we examine a different phenomenon, a pattern that appears again and again in business history. Organizations built around superstars often experience extraordinary early success, but many of them eventually collapse. Why? Because organizations that depend on genius are often structurally fragile. They perform brilliantly until the moment the genius disappears. Today's episode explores the hidden risks of superstar culture and why durable institutions design systems instead of heroes. Part 1, the 2080 Rule of Superstar Organizations. The 2080 Rule appears clearly in superstar culture. In many organizations, 20% of the people produce 80% of the result. These individuals often include visionary founders, elite engineers, star salespeople, exceptional traders, charismatic leaders. These people drive performance, but these create a structural imbalance. The organization becomes dependent on a small number of individuals, and when capability becomes concentrated, risks increase. Let us examine a few patterns. Pattern 1, Founder Dependency. Many startups revolve around a charismatic founder. The founder makes the key decisions. The founder drives innovation. The founder defines the culture. As long as the founder remains active, the company thrives. But when the founder leaves, uncertainty appears. Without institutional infrastructure, decision making slow. The organization struggles to maintain direction. Pattern 2, Elite Specialist Dependency. In many companies, critical operations rely on a few highly skilled specialists. Examples include senior engineers who understand complex systems, traders who generate most of the profits, technicians who know how to repair legacy infrastructure. These individuals possess knowledge that no one else fully understands. If they leave, the organization loses capability instantly. Pattern 3, Sales Superstar Dependency. Sales-driven company often depends heavily on a few top performers. These individuals build key relationships with customers. They generate the majority of revenue, but this creates hidden fragility. If those individuals leave, revenue collapse. The patterns become clear. Superstars create performance, but they also create concentration risks. Part 2. Why superstar culture feel attractive? If superstar dependency is so dangerous, why do organizations embrace it? Because superstar culture produces powerful short-term results. Three forces make them attractive. Speed. Hiring exceptional individuals can produce immediate performance improvement. No infrastructure development is required. Results appear quickly. Prestige. Organizations often gain prestige by associating with high profit talent, famous engineers, legendary trader, celebrity founder. These individuals create visibility. Simplicity. Relying on talented individuals feels simpler than designing complex systems. Instead of building infrastructure, leaders search for better people. But simplicity often hides structural risks. Part 3. The five whys of institutional fragility. To understand the long term danger, we can apply the five why. Why 1? Why do organizations built around superstar eventually struggle? Because performance depends heavily on a few individuals. When those individuals leave, performance declines. Why 2? Why does performance depend on individuals? Because critical knowledge is not embedded in system. Instead, it exists in the personal experience and memory. Why 3? Why is knowledge not embedded in system? Because organizations often prioritize result over documentation and infrastructure. Superstars are allowed to operate independently. Their methods remain personal. Why 4? Why are superstar methods not converted into system? Because exceptional individuals often resist standardization. Their advantage comes from personal techniques. They may not want their knowledge fully replicated. Why 5? Why do organizations tolerate this structural fragility? Because short term performance masks long term risk. As long as results remain strong, leaders postpone infrastructure development, but eventually dependency becomes visible. Part 4. The institutional alternative. Great institutions solve this problem differently. They replace hero dependency with system reliability. Instead of asking, who is our best person? They ask, what system allows average people to perform reliably? This shift produces powerful advantages. Knowledge transfer. Expert methods are documented and shared. Knowledge becomes collective. Training system. New employee can quickly acquire capability. Skill become scalable. Decision framework. Clear decision rules reduce dependence on individual judgment. Consistency improve. Over time, the organization becomes resilient. Performance no longer depends on a few individuals. Capability becomes institutional infrastructure. Closing reflection. Today we explore the fragility of superstar culture. The 2080 rule shows how performance often concentrated in a few individuals. but the 5 why reveal a deeper truth. When capability remain personal, organizations become vulnerable. Great institutions solve this problem differently. They transform individual knowledge into system design. They convert talent into infrastructure. And the transformation change everything because individuals are temporary, but systems can endure for decades. Next episode on the Judgment Infrastructure podcast, episode 5, Infrastructure Thinking, the master principle behind enduring institution. We will bring together the ideas from this entire season and explore why infrastructure thinking explains success not only in business, but also in biology, technology, and society. Until next time, remember, genius create moments, infrastructure creates sanctuary.